Okay, so how to restore emotions in your relationship, in both your woman and in yourself. Talk to her inner child instead of her older self by telling her stories about your childhood and by sharing what was going through your head when you made life decisions. Her more innocent self will fall in love with your more innocent self, and that's when things get interesting with a woman. At this point, she will only be able to love you as much as she loves herself, not more. Help her love you more by inviting her to love herself more. The following exercise will help her love herself more and improve her quality of life by restoring her emotions. Ask her that each morning she looks in the mirror and imagines that instead of seeing herself, she sees her 3-year old self. You say to her the following: tell that little girl that you love her so much, that you're sorry for not always being there for her, not taking care of her enough, for abusing her, for abandoning her, and taking her for granted. Also tell her, it's okay, I'm here for you now. So now, you're telling the woman to do this every morning when she wakes up. Every time she does this, her level of self love will increase, making her more and more ready to love you more each day. Every day you interact will become special, more and more special. During this time, you must also be working on yourself as a man. The first thing you need to heal about yourself is your ego. That is what brought problems in your past relationships. That is what brought the arguments, the yelling, the pain, because you made your woman love your ego instead of you. The ego is also responsible for when a man abuses his woman or a woman loses respect for the man. Remember, at 3 years old, a woman has low ego, so you need to lower yours as well. Else, both of you will suffer greatly. So, how do you lower your ego? I usually say to myself, I am more insignificant than a grain of grass. This phrase is really powerful. I learned it from an Indian guru. If you can say this phrase without feeling anything, only then you are ready to be with that woman. Restoring a woman's love is all about showing her familiar feelings of low-level love, then showing her a completely new perception of love, having a better connection than anything else in her past, and overwhelming her senses with feelings she's never had before. And getting rid of your ego makes her amplify her senses towards you and to love you more and more like she never loved anyone before. Having a low ego brings you both closer to God. Another way of lowering your ego is to make a list of the things that bother you the most, then giving that list to your friends and telling them to use those things against you while they're insulting you. Only do that one at a time and keep laughing at each only until those things start to lose their power over you and you start feeling better and better about those things till eventually you become insult free. That is where your ego has collapsed and you are ready to love that woman without fear that she won't love you back. Renew that list often and repeat each time you sense something wrong in the relationship. That is when your emotions and your passion will also be restored. You'll find yourself trying to become a better man, make more money to support the relationship, taking the time to do things that surprise her and make her feel wanted and bring you closer. Thank you. Love you all.